My name is Sean Channel, and I'm a trainer and coach for TalSmart. Many of the companies we partner with focus on software as a service as their primary product offering. After spending the last 15 years selling and training in the IT space, I've watched a lot of salespeople struggle with selling SaaS, especially individuals who have primarily had hardware sales experience. In a typical software sale, there are multiple departments involved. So it is very important to understand the inner workings of those various departments. However, many salespeople don't even make it that far. The biggest reason I've seen people fail in selling SaaS is in who they target within a potential client. Traditional IT hardware sales has salespeople typically targeting two departments. The first department that many IT salespeople will go after is purchasing. Now, in many companies, this department chooses the vendors, sends out RFPs, and ultimately decides who they purchase from. So if you're selling laptops or even servers, it makes sense to target purchasing. However, purchasing rarely decides what to buy. So bringing in an offering that may be more complex or outside the scope is rarely going to yield results. The second department IT salespeople look to ingrain themselves in is IT. Makes sense, right? I mean, after all, we sell IT. So IT managers, system admins, and network admins are prime targets in the hardware game. While they're challenging to get a hold of and may not always choose where a company buys, they typically have a lot of influence over what a company buys, especially on the hardware side. Introducing SaaS to an IT department can bring better results, but still it has its challenges. Many people in IT have fears, confusion, or skepticism regarding SaaS. Some fear that by moving to a SaaS model, it will reduce the need for IT personnel by reducing on-site hardware requirements, or help desk tickets, or even outdated knowledge. Some are confused by the subscription versus traditional licensing model. Others are skeptical around the security or the reliability. As a result, sometimes an IT department isn't the driving force in moving to software as a service. Successful SaaS salespeople have discovered there are two other areas within an organization that produce much better results. The first is the department that would be using their product. If your product is an HR-centric product, you'll need to identify and partner with individuals in the HR department. You'll need to show them the value that your product provides, both for them as a department and for their end users. With this approach, we need to focus on titles such as HR Administrator, or HR Manager, HR Director, or the VP of HR. When you've made success within those departments, you'll typically partner with them to have conversations with IT. The second route we see success within SaaS sales is in targeting financial decision makers. Given that the SaaS model allows for companies to avoid large capital expenditures, it is often highly regarded by those with a company's financial outcomes in mind. A VP of corporate development or VP of finance becomes a valuable individual in selling SaaS. Budget analysts, financial analysts, or director of finance can be a powerful champion. Department heads are often tasked and potentially compensated for keeping within budgets. As such, a VP of IT or a CIO can easily recognize the financial benefits of SaaS. Additionally, all C-level executives are highly focused on a company's bottom line, especially the CFO. Partnership with any of these titles can make the difference between success and failure in SaaS sales. These tactics for selling SaaS will increase the success of your sales teams. Of course, coaching and additional training always play an important role in success. This is where we at TalSmart can partner with you in that success. Our sales training and coaching programs focused on the IT and software industry use neuroscience principles to give you an actionable plan for the success of your organization.